some stars. Right now it's super hazy.
It is hazy, but hopefully
Yeah.
when the sun completely goes down, it'll clear up and we'll see some cool stars. If not, we're gonna try. My God.
Yes.
Is this thing on? Guess this isn't gonna work.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Leaving Bryce Canyon, we decided to take the Scenic route, which brought us through some neat canyons and breathtaking views. We were also surprised to come along the northwest edge of Capitol Reef. We felt like the overcast day made the views that much more epic. Driving through Utah for the first time was an amazing experience. The high winds and dust storms, as well as the many crazy-looking rock formations, made it seem like we were traveling through another planet. It was scary and exciting all at the same time. Moab was a very cute little town, full of great shops and restaurants. It also had a city market grocery, which is owned by Kroger's, so if you're from the East Coast, you can use your discount card there. It was super windy, but that doesn't stop all the UTVers from cruising all around town.
Alright, so we're up here at Sun Outdoors in Moab, downtown Moab. Pretty cool place. Kind of tight, but it's concrete pad, it's level, so nice spot. A lot of people here, a lot of stuff going on. It's packed, but it's a nice spot. Doesn't bother us at all. So anyway, I was doing my walk around and I noticed that I was missing some screws had come out. 3 there and 1 right here. And it's just this little self-tapping screw to go into a piece of pretty garbage, kind of screw to use for something like that. So I went out and got some same size nuts and bolts that I can put in there and make sure it's nice and secure. Done. Problem fixed. Yeah, they're not black like the other ones, but I don't care. It's about what's gonna work. A lot of stuff like this happens. We bought this brand new RV, fixed little things here and there, but all of it's easy and fixable and not difficult to mess with. So as long as you're a little handy and can figure things out, everything's fixable. Everything's pretty easy. You don't have to take it back to the shop to pay lots of, or wait for the time frame if it's under warranty. But that's it. Do a little walk around since we got the camera out. Oh, and while I have you on camera here, so we have this Hollywood bike rack for our bikes. I have a mountain bike, Lenny has an e-bike. The rack works great, but we don't actually keep the bikes on here when we travel a long distance, because when we bought the rack, it's actually not rated to go on the back of an RV. And even though they said it works, if something were to happen and it was to fail and our bikes were to go through somebody's windshield, we'd be completely responsible for it. So we bring the bikes into the RV when we travel, and then when we, it's kind of a pain, but when we stop, we put the bikes back on there. If we go somewhere, it goes on the back of the truck and it works perfect. So
Now we're going into the Arches. Yeah. We're
What time is it there?
It's
7:40.
6:39.
The drive through Arches is 19 miles long. If you go in the summer and plan on hiking, which you will need to do to see many of the arches, go early in the morning or late in the day to avoid the heat, and bring lots of water. There are over 2,000 arches throughout the park, as well as many other amazing geological rock formations.
Between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m., you're going to need to get a time slot reservation for your vehicle. You do this by going onto recreation.gov, like this, then just punch in Arches National Park. You see something come up, like right here, it says Arches National Park, timed entry. Click on that. You go down here, 1 day personal vehicle timed entry, click book now, then you pick your date, how many people, and so on. Then hit request tickets. I think it costs $2 right there, and that's all there is to it. Do that in advance though, because they do get booked out quick, and that's only if you're trying to get into the park between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. If you go before or after that time frame, you don't need any reservation.
all right, we are here in the Arches National Park in Utah. We are currently staying in Moab at an RV park. No, in Moab. We were staying at the RV park just north, about 30 miles north of here. But it was so windy our first night.
Scared us.
We thought our view was going to get blown over.
Or taken by aliens.
Yeah, that too. So we stayed one more night because we had to, but we booked a place out here in Moab, which was nice to be closer anyway, especially because we drove through the Arches already once just to drive through the end of the park and then back. We didn't do any of the little hikes, so that's what we're doing now. You have to do the hikes to see some of the major arches, but just driving through the park is amazing too. I mean, these structures are just crazy. But that's what we're doing now. We're gonna go do some of the hikes, see the arches, maybe to the windows, maybe to turret arch, I think is what it's called. We're gonna scope it out. We'll see. Tour yesterday, which was amazing. That was awesome.
sunsets. So you get one that goes all the way across Arches, all those tall little pointy rocks over there, all over Arches. And then Arches goes into shadow. Everything in the middle of us right here comes into the light. And then we have, lastly, the LaSalle Mountains that turn pink. So that's like cuts off right on the summer solstice, but all spring and all fall you get like several different sunsets. You guys are here at the actually perfect time though. I don't know.
Have you heard about summer snow? When it falls on you, your blood runs cold.
We drove up this road that runs along Colorado River. I think it's 128, heading towards Colorado. We drove that for about 10 miles or so. And just beautiful scenery. There's a couple of really cool looking ranches out there that people can stay at. So that's what we're doing now. Fun times in Utah. Beautiful. Do a how-to video. Then we wanted to talk about how you see so many faces, and I want to know if
if it's the same for everybody else or if we're just weirdos. But the whole time we're driving, we're like, this is like where all the giants came and died and turned to stone or something, because you see feet and hands and nose, facial structures and different body parts all over the place. So are we the only ones? Are we the weirdos here, or is it everybody? Does everybody see things? Dragons. We're like, it's a dragon. It's hibernating right there. Look at it. It's a spine. We watch too many fantasy movies. Like, right there's a belly button.
Totally. Like a Buddha belly button.
Yeah, like my belly button.
Not your belly button.
There's an arch. Right next to the other foot.
It's like a big toe.
See hands like this. A lot.
We're real happy with what was going on.
That looks like a dog. Actually, that looks like a sea lion.
It does.
Or a minion butt.
Right. Or
Doesn't that look like an ear?
An ear?
Yeah, like a walrus. You know how
Oh, yes,
walrus has
yes.
the thing in the ear?
Yep.
It's kind of
And the big
yeah, tusks coming out.
hoofs.
Hoofs from the
Does.
face.
Yes.
Alright, that's enough of that. So we just saw the sunset in the Arches. We were at Turret Arch in the windows. We had to go back to luckily we're only about 15 minutes out, because we were doing the hikes down at the Garden of Satan or whatever. Hell's Garden or something like that.
Devil's Garden.
Devil's Garden. I was close. So we drove back, came back out here. We didn't think we were going to make it, but we made it, and it was awesome.
Here are a couple of fun facts. Did you know Arches National Park appears in the opening scene of Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade? It's also featured in Thelma and Louise. We left Moab and took Highway 128, which runs along the Colorado River. What a beautiful ride. Next stop, the western slope of Colorado. See you there.
Have you heard about summer snow? When it falls on you, your blood runs cold. But don't you sweat your pretty skin, 'cause it melts away for it sinks in. And you dream about this very night, when the moon runs down the summer sky.